As children, many of us were asked a simple question. What would you take to a deserted island? A book? A knife? A survival kit? The idea was always about essentials, what truly matters when everything unnecessary is stripped away. Interestingly, a similar principle appears in the Bible. In the Gospel of Matthew 5:23-24, Jesus says, "If you are standing before the altar and remember that your brother has something against you, leave your offering, go first and be reconciled, and then return." In other words, before you try to please God, fix your conflict with another person. This is radical. It places reconciliation above ritual. Jesus is not speaking about material preparation for heaven. He is speaking about unresolved relationships. The message is direct. Resentment blocks spiritual life. If you are offended, you are carrying emotional weight. If someone is offended because of you, that tension remains in the background of your mind. Resentment consumes energy. Psychologically, holding a grudge activates stress responses. Your body reacts as if the conflict is ongoing, even if the event happened years ago. The other person may not even be aware that you are hurt, yet you continue replaying it internally. In that sense, resentment punishes you first. The biblical teaching on forgiveness is not sentimental. It is practical. Reconciliation is not about weakness. It is about freedom. When Jesus says to reconcile before bringing an offering, he suggests that spiritual life cannot coexist with unresolved hostility. This aligns with a broader principle found in both Christian ethics and Stoic philosophy. We do not control other people's actions, thoughts, or motives. We control only our response. You cannot force someone to understand you. You cannot rewrite the past, but you can say, "I'm sorry." You can attempt reconciliation. You can release the internal burden. Forgiveness does not always mean restoring the relationship exactly as it was. It means removing the internal poison. The phrase, "close the gestalt," describes this psychological completion, finishing an emotional cycle so it stops consuming mental space. Resentment creates a silent background process in the mind. It drains attention. It interferes with clarity. It distorts perception. You may believe you are protecting your dignity by holding on to anger, but often you are only extending the pain. Jesus' instruction is practical conflict resolution. It shifts responsibility to the individual. Even if the other person is 90% at fault, you are responsible for your part. Once you take that step, the ball moves to the other side. Whether they respond or not is outside your control. This teaching also reflects emotional maturity. Children react, adults repair. Reconciliation requires courage because it risks rejection. But not attempting reconciliation guarantees internal stagnation. Modern culture often glorifies outrage. Social media amplifies offense. Being offended becomes identity. But psychologically and spiritually, constant resentment corrodes the person holding it. Forgiveness is not denial of injustice. It is refusal to let injustice dominate your inner life. When Jesus prioritizes reconciliation over ritual, he reframes spirituality entirely. Religion without relational integrity becomes performance. Prayer without reconciliation becomes noise. The deserted island question asks, what is essential? This teaching answers, clean relationships. If you want peace, remove resentment. If someone is hurt because of you, apologize. If you are hurt, address it. If reconciliation is impossible, release the internal attachment. You cannot control outcomes. You can control your intention. Resentment chains two people at once. Reconciliation frees at least one. And often, that is enough.